Why do you put ice in your wine?
Because I like my wine cold.
But does it water it down?
I'll drink it too fast before it gets watered down. Don't y'all know that, GFB? Welcome!
Hello!
To Talk to Me Tuesday. I have a very, very special guest today. Some of you may know her. This is Miss Sandy Ero.
Your favorite Ero sister.
My favorite Ero sister. Don't tell the other ones that though. So I have Sandy on here. Sandy is my bestie, but she is also a former GFB Level Up client. And I wanted to invite her on today to share her magnificent story because she is one of my A+ students of how, yes, pat yourself on the back, girl. You fucking deserve it. So I wanted her to share her story with you guys about how she went from broke to bossy.
Not broke.
No, it's just
overspending.
Broke to bossy. That sounds cuter though, broke to bossy. Okay. But you know, y'all know what I mean. If you overspending, you probably broke. I'm just saying. So here we are, Sandri. Hey girl, hey. Hi. What do you want to say to the GFB ladies?
Well, hello, Facebook world and the GFB group.
Sandy's actually not on Facebook, so this is like a rarity for her. So
I quit social media. I needed a break.
Negativity detox and all that stuff that you get sometimes with social media. Yes. You just kind of want to like knock that out. So we're gonna have a little chit chat with Sandy today and talk about her past, her present, and her future, and just share some girl talk with you ladies. And grab your wine. We got our wine. You missed it. Sandy and I were talking about why I put ice in my wine because I let it go. Hey, Melanie. You ladies, if I don't see you pop in, say hello. Hey, Lachelle. Who else do we have in here? Let's see. Lachelle, Namisha. Hey, girl. Hey.
That's T.
Christine. Babe. Hey, babe. Who else do we have? T. There's T.
I told you.
Hey, T. Natasha. Hey, girl. Hey. That's my boo right there. So, okay. You guys, let's chit chat with Sandy. Hey. So we're just gonna dive in. So, Sandy.
What?
Tell us about, let's go back to the beginning. To, baby Sandy. Hey, babe. And really talk about, some things that you maybe picked up during childhood, some habits you picked up, money habits that maybe weren't so good or maybe that were good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going way back.
We're going all the way back because that's where it starts. Most of the time, all the bullshit starts during childhood.
Definitely.
So, good stuff too, but a lot of bullshit goes on during childhood as well. So
definitely.
So, yeah, what is that? What was that like?
So, I am actually considered first generation Nigerian. So, basically, my parents are not from here. They're from Nigeria. And that comes with not knowing a lot about the financial aspect of how Americans run things, right? So they did what they could. I mean, they used credit cards, they took out loans, they bought things they shouldn't be buying, all to, I don't know, put up some sort of front to impress people. I don't know.
Who knows why our parents do some of the shit they do, yeah.
But I also love the fact that my dad was a thrifter, so I don't know, it didn't make quite sense to me, but all I knew is I was enjoying myself with our 6 TVs, all the coolest gadgets, and rocking my thrift clothes. So
the money priorities were put into things that probably it shouldn't have been put into.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And over that course of years of watching that sort of financial habit, now I've become an adult, right? And now I'm starting to do the same thing. I'm a thrifter. Yes. But I also like nice things. High, low.
Yes.
And I found myself becoming a shopaholic. It was bad.
So if you ladies have seen the blog, you can go on the blog actually after Talk to Me Tuesday tonight and search on Girlfriend's Budget, The Shopper. And guess whose face is gonna pop up? This one right here. We wrote a blog post about it a little while ago. So if you want to read more about Sandy's story, you can definitely go check it out
It's
there.
raw, it's uncut, it's real.
Yes.
And it's a true story.
Yes. So, okay, moving forward, fast forward, you're seeing like your parents buying these electronics, technological things, whatever, just spending. Even if it's thrifting, they're still just spending. So let's move forward to college. What was college like for you?
So just pin it in a sense.
Hey Shaniqua, hey Tabitha.
Shaniqua.
Yes, so pin it. Okay.
Yes. I am the third of 6 kids. Okay, so let's move forward. So college was good, actually. I held it down. I had 4 jobs. I was working on my biology degree, balancing relationships for whatever it was worth, and I was good. Up until when they started selling out the whole credit card applications. You remember? I don't know if they did that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did.
Well, homie was like, yeah, go ahead and sign me up.
Yeah.
And fast forward, I'm graduating college. I graduated in 2007. So that was during the recession. Jobs were non-existent. I took a $25,000 job and I was in student loan debt. And I acted like the loans didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like I was like, they're not gonna come. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep living my best life. Or at least I thought it was my best life.
Yeah.
And as I got older and I got better jobs, I made more money and I didn't save.
Yes. Because she was spending it on clothes.
I
Now,
was.
Sandy and I have been friends for like 10 years. And when I tell you that, when we started our coach-student relationship, I'm very good at turning off friendship like that, okay? When it comes to business, we talking business, okay? The friendship takes a back burner for a few minutes, okay? Because I gotta tell it to you straight. Otherwise, it's not going to be effective and you're not gonna be as successful as you possibly could be.
I actually thought it was harder because we were friends. Like I could not hide my bullshit from you.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
wait, you lying?
It was harder for you.
Yeah, it was hard for me.
It was easy for me.
Yeah, you're like, you lying. Pull the accounts up. Let me see what you got.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's
So,
what I had.
when I met Sandy, we hit it off right away, but I did notice that Sandy was a shopaholic. When I would go over to her apartment, and I tell this story all the time because when I tell it, I can still visually see this happening in front of me. I would walk into her apartment and literally be tiptoeing over all the shit she had.
I was like, just get around, just walk
Yeah,
around.
I'm like,
walk
wait,
around.
I'm like, where am I supposed to go? She's like, just hop over.
I was just making sure your agility and balance were on point.
It was
you
an
know?
obstacle course for sure. I was like back flipping, back bending, limboing, stepping over all kind twister up in
Okay,
that
I think
bitch.
they got it. Damn.
Hey, Laverne. Twister up in it. I'm like, whoa. You got a lot of shit. And she knew it.
I knew it.
I mean, how can you not know it?
I knew it, and for some reason, I thought those things brought me some sort of satisfaction in life, and I was like, honestly, I was depressed, and I for some reason was not willing to face it, and that's when we got together. I realized this was not only just a financial improvement, this was a mental improvement, this was a spiritual improvement. It was like an overhaul of my emotions.
Yes.
Starting with my money.
Starting with your money.
I'm so grateful. I was like, you know what? My best friend happens to be awesome with her money. I would be an idiot to not take advantage of her guidance. I would be stupid.
Yeah. So, and we've talked before, me and the GFB squad, about how sometimes impulse shopping and other things that we do that are destructive money habits come from things that we're dealing with internally. So it's like these deep-seated, deep-rooted beliefs that we have about ourselves, or voids that we're trying to fill, where we feel like we have to buy these items or these things or whatever it is that we're purchasing in order to fill that void. But then when we buy it, we still feel like shit because we're like, we shouldn't have spent that money on that.
I felt like shit. It was like instant gratification.
Yes.
And I'm
but then the high goes away.
over.
Yeah. So it's like you have to keep doing it, and then you keep accumulating all this shit because you're spending, and
you end up like how I was in my mid-20s. My mom legit called me and she was like, let me loan some money, of course, because, you know.
That's another story.
It's generational things, right?
Yes, loaning money.
And, you know, I was like, I don't have the money. And I was legit swiping my card. I think I was buying like a Michael Kors purse or something. I was like, I don't have the money. I don't have it. Swipe. And she's like, how do you not have a savings? I think I was like 25 or 26. And, you know, I was just like, whatever, Mom, whatever. Listen to your mom. She's right. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I was in my car and I was like, why don't I have a savings? Like, why do I not have a single dollar saved up? Like, anything could happen. Mm-hmm. And when you talk about emergency funds and things of that nature, like, yeah, that's a real thing.
Yes. So we might have touched on this. So when did you decide you needed to get financial help or just get your financial shit together?
It was that moment. It was that moment. But let's rewind. Okay. So you remember the first time I came to you?
Yeah. So we tried this twice, right? So the first time I was like, bitch, we need to sit down and go over your budget. Mm-hmm. And she was like, okay, you know, and she wasn't really all into it. And I knew it, but I was like, she's my friend, I care about her, so we gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
But because she wasn't as into it, she wasn't dedicated, she wasn't committed to actually doing and changing her habits, then it didn't work out the first go around.
And I can admit that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's never an opportune moment to work on your finances.
Yes.
Like, just pull the trigger. And
just do it.
I think for me, it wasn't until maybe a few months later, going into the new year,
yes,
where I really had a conversation with myself, and I'm like, what do you want, Sandy, long term? Mm-hmm. And everything brought me back to finances, financially, where I wanted to go, whether that was my career, or whether that was purchasing a home, whether I was traveling or saving more. It came back to my finances. So I was like, hey, GFB.
Yeah, she was like, Elle, I need to talk to you. I'm like, sure.
With my puppy face.
Yeah. What would you like to chit chat about?
Can we revisit this budget thing again? And this time around, I feel like I was not only ready, I feel like I was mentally mature to take the action necessary. And I was, more importantly, open to the tough love that came with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I'm going to give you tough love. Because the fact of the matter is, some of the habits that you all know that you're doing, you know that you're doing them, mm-hmm, but either somebody's not calling you out right,
yeah,
or somebody's just not calling you out at all. But the fact of the matter is, it needs to be called out.
Be real with yourself.
Please, you have to be.
Be real.
In order to change your life, you have to be real and be willing to make some serious changes. And it's going to be a little bit challenging at first. I had to take her cards. It's like, give me your cards.
You took my cards. You took my Michael Kors bag.
I sure did.
You took my Louis Vuitton bag.
Sure did.
You took my Kate Spade bag.
I sure did. We had to sell some shit. Listen. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to sell everybody's shit. That's not what I'm saying. But for this particular instance, we had to sell some shit. She had a surplus of shit. And in order to pay off some things, it was necessary to get rid of these things because they weren't adding any value. Mm-hmm. If anything, they were depreciating. Because if she were to try to sell these things, which she didn't get her money back plus some.
I definitely did not get my money back plus some.
So that means it's a depreciated item. And you want to really limit yourself to how many depreciating items you purchase. So I was like, listen, she had her shit all like set up nice, like a freaking Gucci store or some shit, like all her like stuff. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. And I'm like, this is going.
I was like, that one, right?
Yeah, this one right
that
here.
That one, you sure?
Yeah, that one right there is going. Yeah. Yes. Hey, Nikki.
I swallow hard, as Dee was saying.
I swallow hard. I need to sell my shit. Yes. Yes, you do.
You would feel good. I promise you.
You will. And you know what? When you get rid of clutter, one Talk to Me Tuesday, we're going to do Talk to Me Tuesday in my closet. Because I want you guys to see what my closet looks like. I want you guys to see how you don't have to have a bunch of shit to make shit work and you can still look fly.
Sure can.
We live on a minimalist style because I don't like clutter. I don't like shit around the house because that fucks with your thinking and your mind.
It does.
So when your house is cluttered, when your finances are cluttered and disorganized, when your emotions are cluttered and full of crap, what do you think you're gonna produce in reality?
It's so true though, like for real. Like I already knew I had so much stuff. So getting rid of that was getting rid of an emotional baggage. I was like, bag lady.
Yes.
Like straight like
catch your buzz, dragging out in bed like that.
Okay, so that was so weird because usually the one that starts singing.
I know.
Okay.
Y'all know I sing. Okay, so yeah.
So you got rid of the bags, and then the bags turned into, decluttering the closet. I decluttered my mind.
Yes.
And I was ready. I was like, I am receptive towards whatever financial advice you can give me at this point, because clearly I don't know shit. Like I clearly don't know shit.
And not only that, she was ready and willing to invest in herself.
Absolutely.
I didn't do this for free. Okay, we friends, but I'm a businesswoman. Okay, so this wasn't free. But at the same time, I did care about her well-being, and she was ready to invest in herself. This wasn't investing in me. This wasn't investing in GFB, partially, but not because of that.
Yeah, like
not because of that. This was investing in her, so that her financial future and financial present could be light years from where it was at that point in time.
Amen.
Yes.
Can I get an amen?
Hey,
Amen.
hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you feel money management affects your overall well-being? Before you answer, like the GFB squad and I, we have talked multiple times about how your emotional well-being, how all of it affects your finances, and your finances affect all of it. So like all your deeper emotions, mindfulness, spirituality, all of that all affects your finances. So how do you feel getting your finances together has affected your well-being overall?
It's given me time. It's given me valued time back. Because instead of me spending time at the mall, at the thrift store, whatever you might want to find me, because I love to shop, or used to.
Yeah.
It allowed me to invest in time in other things that were actually more important to me, whether that was reading, working out, journaling, drawing, traveling. Like I actually valued my time. And once I valued my time, my overall well-being got better too. I was like, okay, well, since I have this time to not go shopping, why don't I, instead like maybe meditate, or maybe I should go to the park. Things that were inexpensive, or if not free, it made me realize the beauty around me, like for real. And the fact that I didn't have to spend money to enjoy what was beautiful around me. And I would say it really raised my spiritual awareness. Really, like I really felt in touch with God even more, because he was just showing me like, Sandy, you don't need all these things. Like this is not why I brought you here. And the fact that it went so deep just because I was able to work with you on my budget. Like I didn't ever think that was gonna happen. I truly was like, well, let me just take care of my debt. Let me get my credit score up, like let me save a little bit of something. But I did not know what sort of impact it would do, in terms of other facets of my life. And I'm good. I'm happy. I'm good. Shit.
Yeah. What about the discipline that you learned throughout learning to manage your money? How did that roll over into other areas of your life?
Okay. Definitely going back to your needs versus wants post. Remember that?
If y'all don't know the needs versus wants,
y'all better check it out.
Go on Girlfriend's Budget, go to the search bar, needs versus wants. It'll come right up.
Absolutely. And it got to the point where I would find myself, if I am buying something, like guessing how much it will cost, and if I happen to be under that number, then I'm great. If I'm over that number, then I'm like, okay, do I really need this? Do I have something like this at home that I can maybe repurpose, or or is this just again, cluttered item in my apartment. And it really makes you like mentally take a step back and think about what you're buying before you buy it. And it makes you value what you do buy when you do end up buying it.
Yes. Gratitude.
Gratitude, for sure.
Yes. Discipline. Listen, when you learn to be disciplined with your money, it definitely transpires into other areas of your life. I'm talking about discipline to take care of your body, because you're taking care of your finances. So you have the discipline to take care of your body, the discipline to self-care when you know you need it, the discipline to take care of your skin, to take care of your health, to take care of everything.
Yeah.
So it really does trickle over into other areas of your life. And if you think about it, finances touch everything.
Yes.
The phone you're watching us on right now costs money.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi that you're using to watch us costs money. Everything, the chairs we're sitting on, the chairs you're sitting on, everything costs freaking money. So your money literally touches every single aspect of your life.
What do you say, money is love?
Money is love.
Money is love.
Money is love. And a lot of people may not think that because you're not loving your money right now. Your money will love you when you love it.
Amen.
When you take care of it, when you put it in, allocate it, show it where it's supposed to go, help it grow.
Yes.
Your money will love you back when you start to love it.
Yes.
That's how you cultivate that relationship.
I feel like you taking us to like financial church right now.
You
like,
know, that's what I do. That is what I do. Okay, we had a couple of people. Hey, James. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, James.
Hey, Gina G. Hey, Alexis. Hey, y'all. Hey. So grateful that you guys joined. Hey, Shay.
Hey, Shay.
So we're sitting here with Miss Sandy Ero, Fitness Shiro. So, all right. So now, how do you think your money management habits have affected your relationships? Your relationship with your husband, your relationships with other people, the people that were coming and asking you to borrow money. Like, how has you learning to be disciplined and manage your money affected these relationships you've had around you?
I feel like I definitely lost toxic relationships. Toxic relationships.
Yes.
Whether that was friendships, whether that was maybe not being on the same page with family members with how I can go about spending my own money that I work hard for. So if anything, it was for the better, because if anything, it made me realize like, oh, so you were just using my ass for my money. Okay, I got
Can
you.
you call me to say how you doing?
That's cool. You don't know how? Okay.
Yeah, can you call me and check up on me?
That's cool.
Ask me how my day was. Can you not just call me to ask for money?
Yeah,
I'd appreciate that.
definitely put things in perspective.
Yeah.
In a sense, but it also was on a positive note too.
Yes.
Actually, my coworker that's been sitting next to me for the past 8 months, she was like, Sandy, because of you, I am going to get my finances together. She's actually going to be able to pay off her student loans come March. And she's on track to try to pay off her car within the next year or two. Like, she's like doubling up on card payments. All because of my testimony. And I'm like, I got girlfriend's budget to thank, really. And God and the universe, quite honestly.
Yes.
My husband was influenced from it. My husband was like, hold up.
Yeah. So,
Hold
ladies, if you and your husband are not on the same financial page, then you guys definitely need to get there. Or your partners. I know we have some same-sex couples in here. So, whoever your partner is, if you guys are not on the same financial page, listen, it's going to cause turmoil in your relationship. We all know 50% of marriages end up in divorce. You may not even make it down the aisle if y'all already got money issues. So it's very, very important that you guys are both on the same financial page. Talk about your financial goals. We talked about all of this last Talk to Me Tuesday. So that's super important. And yes, Neil saw Sandy's progress and he was like, hey, yo, let me holler at you.
I need to know what you're doing over there. And it was like friendly, good competition, because he's like, how's my wife gonna be like debt free and stacking all this money, and like I can't do the same thing? And I'm like, babe, you could totally do it.
Yes.
Hit my girl up. You know her number. Y'all see each other. Y'all know each other.
Hey, Ayana. Hey, Ashley.
Hey.
So yeah.
So that definitely helped.
Inspiring other people to level up themselves.
Well, I work in a call center setting, and what I do for a living is I take people's houses, people who cannot afford to maintain their mortgage payment. They talk to this girl And I couldn't sit there and say, well, why don't you get your finances together? And I'm not doing the same thing. And so now I can really testify about my story. I'm like, listen, even though you're in a situation where you're not going to be able to keep your house, I need you to think long term here. Mm-hmm. Like, where do you see yourself financially? And you can tell the ones that it really resonates to, you know, and mm-hmm. they're left like, you know what, you're right. Mm-hmm. All because of girlfriend's budget, man. It's spread the word. That's all, man.
It's a game changer, you guys.
Yes.
It's a life changer. So last question, and if any of you guys have questions for Sandy, put them in the comments below.
Yes.
And we'll answer them right here. If you have questions for me, put them in the comments so we can chit chat with you guys. If you have any concerns, any thoughts, if you're wondering or worrying or mm-hmm. whatever, put it here. This is what it's for. Yep. It's a safe space for you to, you know, put your worries and troubles and thoughts and whatever out in the open, and really hold yourself accountable if you really want to make some changes in your life. Absolutely. It's so necessary. So, okay, so the last question, San, is from me, mm-hmm. what would you say to anybody considering hiring a money coach?
Hire her.
I didn't say it.
Hire her. Hire her.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Because she's going to do it with love, honestly. Yeah. And despite us being friends, you gave it with such love. And it got to a point where it was actually really becoming easy. Like, I was like, okay, let's put up our spreadsheet.
Yes.
Okay, this is the money. And I just love the fact that there was the flexibility mm-hmm. and that you were willing to understand that, okay, things happen.
Yes.
But at the same time, we still have those goals in mind that we're trying to achieve. Mm-hmm. And that's what I just love working with you for. Like, you really was like in my ass.
Yeah.
In the best way.
In the best way. It's for your own good.
Yeah. So I went from a mid 650 credit score to now I'm at a 730 credit score.
Not only that,
mm-hmm.
she traveled around the fucking world. This girl went to Brazil, Nigeria,
Tanzania.
We've been to Portland, Atlanta,
Peru, Iceland, France, and now Neil and I are going to be taking a Southeast Asian tour.
All because now, presently, she is debt-free, completely. Student loans paid off, card paid off, credit cards paid off, everything. Amen. Her husband is also completely debt-free. They got married. No, there's no longer wedding debt. There's no debt at all. Mm-hmm. And now to treat themselves, guess what they're doing? They're quitting their fucking jobs and going to Asia for 6 months. Who the fuck does that? Who does that?
This girl and you, girl.
Yes.
All of us.
It's possible.
It's definitely possible.
You don't have to be stuck at a job you don't fucking like. You don't have to be dealing with toxic relationships because you feel financially dependent on somebody. You don't have to do that. You don't have to deal with low-ass credit scores and trying to get things that you have to finance and getting ridiculous-ass interest rates.
Ugh.
You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to worry about how you're going to pay your bills on time. You don't have to worry about if something happens. Oh my God, if I get mm-hmm. sick, if I run into somebody, if I get into a car accident, mm-hmm. how am I going to pay for this? That shit is unnecessary stress.
Yes. Look at my shoulders. Look, I'm so relaxed right now just thinking about it.
And you know what? Not only that, not only is she traveling for 6 months, but she's starting a business and to work for her own self because she got stacks in the bank.
Yes. Amen.
And that's the reason why she's able to step out on faith and be like, you know what? I'm good for a little bit. I got stacks in the bank. Of course, anything that's different is going to be a little bit scary. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is that you're prepared and you have it there. So you don't have to worry. It's a whole different situation when you're stepping out on faith, leaving your regular 9-to-5 job and you ain't got shit there.
Absolutely.
That's a whole different situation. Not to say that it can't be done, but it's a much different situation.
Much different situation.
Than if you can walk out and be like, you know what? I got stacks in the banks. I don't need y'all ass. Let me go do my thing. Let me go. Let me go do this. So, I mean, it's so amazing when you finally decide to take the risk. You guys know I love Jen Sincero. I found a little quote from Jen. If you guys have not read the You Are a Badass book, start with this one. So fucking good.
Yes.
Definitely go get it, but this is the third book. And her quote is, "There is no riskier risk than refusing to risk it all." So that means taking a risk, investing in yourself, taking a risk to like do something different, to embrace change, to just really to change your life, because it doesn't have to be this way.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't. And I think that's what I love the most working with you, is like, no, you don't have to do this.
You're
like,
doing it to yourself. Legit.
I was like, oh shit, I am. Oh shit.
Yes, you're doing it to yourself. And if you just vow to be better to yourself overall, financially, mentally, emotionally, health-wise, whatever, this is even spilled over into her fitness.
Yes.
Just the discipline with managing money, the discipline with, just getting your entire everything in line and in order.
Because legit, instead of shopping, I found my passion in actually fitness and health and working out and training you.
Yeah, now she's my celebrity trainer. And she whoops my ass every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 a.m.
So remember when you whipped my ass
Yeah.
when you first looked at my budget?
Yeah, there's some days I look at her, I'm like, can't stand your
But
ass.
your packs though,
I know, but I be looking good though. I be in the mirror straight flexing. I be straight flexing. So I'm so glad that you ladies joined in. So here's what I want to offer you. If you are tired of living your current lifestyle, paycheck to paycheck, not having savings, ready to make some change, ready to do something different, you know that there's better out there for you, you just don't know where to start, I would love to help you. Let me talk to you. Let's chat. Let's have a free 30-minute breakthrough session. I will put the link down below. My executive producer, aka my wife, will put my link down below. And put yourself on my coaching calendar. Let's talk. Let's chat. Ladies, 2019, remember, is the year of level up.
Yes. Your future self will thank you.
It's January.
This is my future self thanking
her.
her.
It's January. Now's the time. You don't have to wait till February, March. Don't put this off. Listen, do not procrastinate with this. Procrastination is not your friend. So if you really want to make some change, start now.
Yes.
Hit me up. Let's chat. And I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You'll feel good.
Yes.
Yes.
Trust me. This is my witness right here.
This is not the emoji. This is like for real. This is in real life. Like I'm like,
home. That's what it feels like when you get your financial shit together. Home, unbothered. I don't give a fuck.
I got CV.
Yeah. That's what it feels like when you get your financial shit together. Yes, level up 2019,
Yes.
Nikki. That is right. So, ladies, I love you. Thank you for joining in. But until next time, love your budget and love your life. See you later.